you ever meet someone and think, wait, you do what? Well, that's what this podcast is all about. I'm Dana, and on Dishin with Dana, we talk to people doing cool stuff, chasing what they love, and making life a little more flavorful. No pressure, just a good convo. Let's rock. Okay, so I'm here with Kelli Baker and Noé Socha, and I'm super excited because I met both of you at totally different times in my life and like different times in general. And then Kelli, we met at NAMM,
right,
at the She Rocks events and
right,
awards, yeah, like the backstage and everything. And I don't even know how we got into talking about Noé.
Because I noticed that you followed him.
Yes, because we were going on Instagram, and
right,
yes, we were following. And Noé, I followed you because I met you at a gallery event. You were performing at something in New York City, maybe like almost 2 years ago at this point. I don't even remember. I just got it was like a pop-up for me, and I went in.
Oh, was it like the clothing store, or what was what?
It was it was just like an art gallery event. Honestly, I don't know. I was invited last minute, and you were performing there, and I was like, this guy is incredible.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and then so when I saw Kelli, I was like, wait a second, I saw him. And then we talked a little bit about your harmonica playing, and I always wanted to learn harmonica because my great-grandpa played it. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, I brought a necklace for you, Noé, that I'm wearing right now.
Uh-oh.
It's I wore it just for you, too. It's a little mini harmonica. So I just thought it was really cool. So when I found out that you two were like together in a band, like I wanted to talk to you both and see what's going on now, because it's been a while since we connected. And a lot has changed, and a lot's going on. So let's just start. Like, how did you two meet?
So we were introduced by PJ Lamariano, who played bass with us for quite a bit of time, mm-hmm, and he was organizing something at the bitter end for a friend of his, and I was on the road at the time. She had an emergency and she had to pull out, so he asked me to jump in. Oh, wow. And then we did. But I always come up with different ideas. People ask us all the time how we met. My favorite one is that I hit him with my car.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, she's mean like that.
Because then people are like,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Right? I mean, that's a really good
or we were just like, we were in a religious cult together or something like that, what I mean?
I keep people on their toes, and then maybe we'll keep them more in tune with what you got going on. These people are crazy. We
got to come up with another, a couple ideas.
Yeah, you got for the next podcast that you're on, right, and interviews.
Like, what do you call it? Like a sex club or something?
Oh, my God. All right, next question.
You can get crazier and crazier.
I mean, I'm all for it. My whole life is chaos, so I welcome that kind of stuff. That's why I'm doing this podcast. So okay, let's just get started into your little bit about you. So Kelli, first of all, this is something that I was curious about because I'm not going to pretend to know everything about everything. So you explain the way that you perform, and your music is like sultry blues, blending dark blues, rock, and Appalachian murder ballads.
Oh yeah, my friend Alyssa wrote that. Yeah.
Okay. I saw that. What is an Appalachian murder ballad?
Yeah, I'd be like, what is that?
I'm just curious.
I just love that tone. I find when I'm writing things, I like to write things that are sway towards the darker side of things.
Okay.
Even though I can present as kind of a bubbly person, when I'm writing, it's kind of anything but. And it always has this kind of dark, rootsy, are you gonna be murdered? You know what I mean? That older style, songs that you would be singing on your front porch, in a
shining a rifle.
Maybe. Kind of. You know what I mean? It's always everything's just. I always just envision it as kind of like a darker, rootsy Americana sound.
Okay, cool.
and with a little bit of an edge to it. So, but yeah,
I could totally I could feel that vibe a
Yeah.
little bit when I'm like listening to your music. So I get what you're saying, but I just thought that was a very interesting term.
yes, and that is a term.
Yeah.
For
Wow, interesting.
If you look up like murder ballads,
Oh, okay, 'cause I
you
guess-
could find like different playlists and stuff
Yeah.
like that from different artists. But that's very, it's like an old school Americana kind of thing. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, the more you know, right? And then so we have, both of you have won a ton of different like awards and like acknowledgments and stuff. So you were the winner of the 615 Blues Revival competition, right? So what was that like? How was?
That was really cool because that actually opened the door to us. We're going to be recording our full-length album at Ocean Way in Nashville.
Oh, awesome.
Which is a very prestigious studio. And that was, the competition itself was judged by Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Albert Cummings, and Derek St. Holmes. He's the guy that wrote Stranglehold. But yeah, it was really cool. And it was Jamie Warden, who runs Ocean Way, also does something with the school there, and it's a program for kids that I think it's Keeping the Blues Alive. That's what he does. He teaches a course on that, with teenagers and college-age students, I think. And they were also judges in it, and it was really great. Yeah, that was
so
this
cool.
past November, I think.
That's awesome. Wow. So okay, so we have that going on, or you did that, and then Noé. So let's get into you a little bit. You are, this is what it said on the. Well, I guess this is actually what it said on your Instagram. So I'm not like being insensitive, I guess. But blind Italian guitarist and harmonica player from, not to be mistaken with Carpi.
Yeah.
Right? Carpi, Italy, and now you're in New York City. And I asked you before the podcast, how long have you been here? And you said you moved here in 2010.
I moved to Boston in 2010.
Okay, so you moved in America.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to Berkeley, and then I moved to New York in 2015.
That's incredible.
So I've been here for a while.
So I'm obsessed with Italy. I just got back. I was in Tuscany and Cinque Terre and stuff.
Yeah, those are all the vacation touristy places, not where I grew up.
No, I know. But it's kind of like what?
Yeah, exactly.
The streets.
In the fog.
Busking on the corners of Italy.
Yeah.
So what was that like? What's the like difference between, I guess, like living in New York and Carpi, Italy?
Well, Carpi is actually a pretty, like, sort of progressive, developed city. Like all the places that people know here are like the touristy places.
Yeah.
It's like you think of Italy as like this beautiful place and blah blah blah. Everybody, but it's like, but if you go to where the actual like economy is, like industrial and stuff, it's more in that area in the north, like the flatland where Milan is. So it's Bologna. It's a little bit in between those two.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, there's probably like 70,000 people living there. So it is a decent sized city. And it was nice to grow up there, but I think the main issue is like for somebody that wants to be a musician, you need to drive. And especially when you haven't made it, and you got to play like little bars in the middle of nowhere, it's like, how are you going to get there?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of friends. I've always been able to figure it out, but it's just a bit of a. It's not the same as being here, where you get on a train and you get to work and you can go home or whatever. It's being independent, and it's also multicultural. Like, and I like that about New York. Italy is becoming that, but I think it's not becoming that in a good way yet because the integration hasn't happened. I don't subscribe to, but it's it is what it is. That's
a different podcast.
Well, of course, but it's just the truth of the matter. It's I didn't grow up with diversity, really. My dad being Polish, I never really had any issues as far as that. I had more issues as far as being blind, with like schoolmates and people that, maybe wouldn't consider me or include me or just put me aside because people don't know how to deal with someone different.
Yeah.
And so, but I think that. It was good in certain ways because I think the sense of family and the closest friends are still there, even though I don't have much family left, but like, my closest friends and cousins and stuff are still great people. But, moving here definitely changed me, made me more sensible to just being observant and kind of seeing where other people are coming from musically too. Like there are a lot of great musicians over there, but it's few far in between. And it's like if I wanted to make music that I wanted to make, I couldn't really do it there. Like unless you got on a top pop gig. Mm-hmm. But it's really hard because in Italy there are not that many opportunities, and everybody's so attached to their like workplace. It's like the second oldest country as population after Japan, I believe, in the world.
Oh, wow. But like, how did you get into music over there?
I mean, what
inspired you?
My parents were artistic. My mom was a photographer. My dad worked with her, so they both saw that I had inclination for it. So like, they just kind of pushed it and nurtured it. So like, I started taking piano lessons. I had musical boxes, all sorts of little music things around the house as a kid, and then I got into guitar, harmonica later. But yeah, it was kind of they saw that was what I was gravitating towards, so they encouraged it, and had me take music lessons since I was a kid. But I didn't really get serious about it until I was 12 or something. But
and then do you think it grew more once you got to New York?
Well, of course. I mean, this is such a multicultural place, and you can really I like challenges musically. So like, I remember I went to this party a couple of years ago, and it was like all these people from like South America, and they were playing Southside. And I don't really know much about it, but I was like, I'll be here. I'm here. I played all night with all these people. So it's like, you have these opportunities here if you look for them, or R&B bands, or playing with singers as a duo or by myself. Like, I usually will take a challenge musically and be like, yeah, sure, I'll figure something out. Mm-hmm. So I've always been that way. Even when I was in Italy, I was doing that. But I think people here, like, the level is so much higher that you have to kind of step up to the game. And once I got out of Berkeley, I mean, Berkeley was great for that too, but then coming here was really good for that purpose. And I really like it here. It's
and you won a few awards too. So you had the Jimi
from Berkeley,
Hendrix Award,
the Billboard one,
Billboard, no big deal. He's like,
I mean, I don't know.
No big deal.
I didn't even know what the Billboard Award was when I was at Berkeley. I was like, oh, and I got an email. I was like, hey, you won the Billboard Award. I was like, okay. Cool. But it's like, it was interesting because I never wanted to be, I've never been a competitive person. Yeah. So I've never actually done well in competitions. Like, I've tried a lot of different stuff and I've never won anything. Because that's not what music is about for me. I've been called for America's Got Talent and all this stuff, and it's just never worked out for me. Yeah. Because I always tell people I'm not desperate enough to win it. Like, I have kind of dignity in some way, and I'm just like, I just don't care.
Well, it's staged too.
Yeah,
I mean, every
staged,
show is staged in some capacity.
I think my story is good, but I want to give a story that's more realistic. Like, I mean, obviously I had to struggle for stuff, and we all do, but also, there is some positivity. I'm not like desperate. This is everything. My life didn't exist before. Like, I'm not like that. I can't, I can't portray that sort of image. So,
well, you're very independent.
Yeah, I mean, I like help too, but generally speaking,
we all do.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not somebody who's like, I don't need any help ever. That's not me.
Yeah.
But I mean, generally speaking, we all go through stuff, and we all have to be real about it. But it's not, people are so sensational sometimes. It feels just like, I don't know, feels like you're trying to get the pity party. I'm not trying to do that.
And I'm gonna have you perform a little piece of like a little like jam session, not yet, but in a little bit, like towards the end, maybe, keep everyone waiting and wanting.
You can skip forward.
No. They need to tune in the whole thing. So update on everything right now. You have a new song coming out, Granite, the Badlands, that you both worked on together. So how long have you, like, Kelli, how long have you been working together with Noé? Like, how many years now? Has it been years?
September of 23, I think.
It's the anniversary.
Oh, yeah, right.
What are we going to do?
That's right.
I think we'll be driving.
Yeah, we'll probably be driving somewhere.
Running around on tours and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's obviously a very personal song.
Yeah.
You texted about it to me and kind of explained it a little bit. Is it mainly about losing your father now?
Yes, and there's two aspects to it, but so when my father died, he and I were very, very close.
Yeah.
And it was sudden. It was a heart attack called the Widowmaker.
Oy.
And the last conversation I had with him was, I had some stuff going on, and he said, okay, he was in Arizona, and he said, well, book the plane ticket, I'm coming out. And I said, okay. And then he dropped dead very shortly after that. And it always really stuck with me that you could be so close to somebody and not feel it when they leave the earth or transition. And I was working and, you know, just going about my day, and I didn't feel it when he died.
Yeah,
and it really felt wrong to me. So I put that lyric in the song. Like, it just seemed like, how could that be somebody that you have such a strong connection that you don't feel anything?
Yeah.
And it almost felt like a betrayal to him, really, you know. And there's also the aspect of, it's a place that there's parts of yourself that you just can't ever go back to, even if you wanted to. You know, versions of yourself that you want to be, or even there's just no way to go back to it. And it's it's about both of those things. I guess aching to be that person again, and then, you know, coming to terms with, and part of that, the reason why I can never be that person is because that person was the person that had a dad.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I don't. I think it's important to talk about it. And that's kind of what I've been thinking about it with this project, too, is everybody's just just walking around carrying these massive stories and these massive emotions. And everybody, I was, you know, as a side note, who was this? Oh, okay. This is a total offside, but my mother, we found her birth mother in Seattle a few years back. And we kept, you know, we were trying to get out there as she was passing away. And she had pretty bad dementia at the end there. But we're telling these stories, and I'm going back and forth with my friend Gina about it and talking about some of her old stories that she had told us about. And then it's like, and then all of a sudden their breath leaves. And then where do those stories go?
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just, and it's, I don't know, it's so heavy, but also so beautiful. And I just think it's really important to talk about. Because nobody gets out from dealing with intense grief. It hits everybody at some time. I think it's important to talk about and recognize.
Yeah, and you always feel it, you know. So, I mean, well, that's the reason I'm doing this podcast, because everyone has a story. And I met both of you at different times, and I feel like you both had incredible stories, and then I found out that you were together, and I was like, holy smokes. Well, working together, but like don't need to spread another rumor.
Spread
the rumors.
Easy. So I just thought it was awesome. And so like let's just kind of get into like the creative process and things like that. You know, what for both of you, whoever wants to answer first, what inspired you to get into music back in the day? Who wants to answer first? Noé, Kelli. Noé.
Well, I'd always felt just like what I was supposed to be doing. I mean, there was no question to me. The same thing with moving to New York. I was actually reading this little dumb journal that I had from 20 years ago, and it was like answering questions about yourself, what are your dreams, and everything said, move to New York.
Oh,
and it was just a matter of time until I did. And I know that could be a hokey thing to do or to say.
No, not at all.
But it felt very just ingrained into my body that that's what I was supposed to do. I sang at the state fair. I jumped up in this karaoke booth and I sang Like a Prayer by Madonna. I think I was very young. It was very inappropriate.
Very
bold. But I was like, I'm a star. Yeah.
I am her right now.
This is it, you know? And then I did the church choir and everything. But that's kind of,
Wow.
Maybe it was Madonna. I don't know.
Maybe that was the moment. Yeah.
That's funny.
How about you?
Well, I mean, it I said earlier, it's always been part of my life. But as far as creating, it's kind of always been there. I am somebody who can improvise like a song on the spot, come up with something, and actually I haven't done that enough. I would like to do that more because I've been doing a lot of, blues gigs and stuff like that, which is great, but it's like my real essence as an artist is this sort of like no boundary musical creation. That's what I want to do more, whether it's by myself or with somebody else. It's just the blues thing kind of fell into my lap. I love the blues. It's not that I don't. That's a lot of what I listened to as a teenager because I just could relate to the simplicity and the rawness of that music. And even though I didn't understand English at the time, you still could feel it. And it still is that way. Like if you listen to, if you listen to like whatever music, whether it's African or like, South American or whatever, like you hear those voices and those instruments and you can feel something, even if you don't know what they're talking about. Sometimes it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It does matter, but it doesn't. You can still, if the music has something, you can feel it even if you don't understand the language. That's why instrumental music works in general. If you think of jazz or whatever else, other instrumental music exists, it's the same way, just a vehicle for expressing things. It's for me, it really is about, I can come up with something, kind of at any moment. It's definitely been something that I've been working on and been open to. Sometimes I've done live shows where I've improvised the whole show, especially if I'm by myself. It's easier to do that way, but I just enjoy that process and, would like to do that more at some point where you can kind of connect with the people that are there and create a special moment in that moment. That's really where I want to go eventually, but it's cool to play other stuff and the blues rock thing is kind of where it's worked out for me because I've been into that world since I was a teenager, but I've always been open to other types of music and I always wanted to expand,
So going off of something that you just said about like learning English, when did you, like around what time did you learn English?
I started...
Because I'm learning Italian and
yeah.
Holy smokes.
I started in like third grade. I think it was the first.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like the problem with Italy is like you may know this.
A long time to go.
You may know this, but people in Italy can write in English but can't speak because our education system is like...
Sounds like me.
You study, you read, but there's not enough conversation practice. If you go to and I've been to these places like Netherlands, Germany, like they may not be able to write as good as we can in English, but they can speak fluently. But if you speak to any Italian that lives there, you're like, oh, I can't speak, And so for me, it was, I started then, but it was more, I went to like a couple of camps for blind teenagers in Germany and Finland and tried to stay connected with people. I had my first girlfriend from the Netherlands when I was like 16.
Nice.
So it was like, sorry. Hey, don't worry. I no kids.
That he knows that.
No. I was always pretty, did the right thing. Anyway, actually, that was too early. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything. I was too green. But anyway, so I just tried to make that sort of happen where like you're interacting with people and then moving here when I was 19 and then just surrounding myself with people from here and just listening and learning and just trying to pay attention.
Well, immersing yourself is...
Yeah, that's really what's always worked for me in general. Like I ask questions, but a lot of the times if I don't know what's going on, I just sit there and observe and try to kind of blend in.
That sounds
and
like
eventually,
me
eventually I figure it out, And if I can't figure it out, then I ask. But like I'm not somebody who is gonna go there and be like, "Hey, I'm dominating the room." Like I never do that. That's not my personality. I'm more somebody who just kind of wants to see what's happening. And blending in.
So I'm gonna try my Italian with you right now.
Yeah,
so I'll tell you. Oh God, I'm on the spot. This is gonna be very, very basic, but shoot, now it's basic. Okay, capisco italiana più di quanto possa parlare.
Okay.
Right?
I almost understood that.
It's basically like
I understand more than I can speak.
Yeah.
Hey, you should take lessons with my roommate. She actually is teaching Italian
I'm so down.
at the Speak Italy school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In New York?
Yeah.
Okay. No, 100.
It's in Manhattan. Yeah.
I'm down because I'm actually learning, and I keep saying like I just got to move to Italy just to go and do the thing and immerse myself.
I mean, you could do
Just
that.
call him and talk on the phone.
No, literally, that's what I was gonna say. So I'm like, now that I know, I didn't know this part about him at all, or maybe I just didn't like realize it at the time. It's fine. Then I was like, oh wow, he's from Italy. That's wild. I have Felice tattooed on me too. I love Happy. So
funny.
So that's so crazy. So wow. 100%. I'm gonna be sliding into those DMs talking Italian or pretending to talk Italian.
Sounds good. She's very good. You know, it seems like her students really like her, so I can definitely connect you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know, it's funny. Like I could, but I feel like it's better when there is more structure. I've never been somebody who's worked super well with structure. Like I can understand it, but with my playing and with anything else, I've always figured it out with a mishmash of so many different things that I don't think I would be a good teacher for a beginner. And I say that about guitar too. Like it's like, you know, people that start up, they want structure, they want simple, they want here's your next step. Mm-hmm. That's not how my education was, because I was learning from a bunch of different sources at once. So, you know, I can be like, hey, I'm going to tell you to do something, and here's the opposite, and they both work, especially when it comes to guitar. So, like, you know, every time I teach, like, I prefer teaching people that are a little bit more advanced because I think I can actually work on the musicianship rather than the actual guitar playing skills. Because, you know, I have such a kind of weird technique and approach that it's, if somebody needs the booklet with all this stuff written out, that's just not my style.
Yeah, well, like I'm like a drummer, so like I never read music. I always went off of sound.
I can read music. I can read Braille music. It's not that. It's more just like preparing all these little things, you know, those cute little visual things. I'm just like, that's not how I learn music. I learn by ear, and, you know, I can understand it. Like I can, you know, if you tell me like a rhythmical configuration, I can tell you what it is and, you know, write it down. Mm-hmm. So I do have that sort of theoretical understanding, but it's just like if I were to teach somebody who knew nothing, I would probably give you too much information, you know. Like, here,
try this. Like, wait, what is this? Yeah. So when you guys are performing together, what's it like? You know, like, do you guys kind of like surprise each other with like maybe little twists or something? Kelli, you can answer.
What I think is cool about it is it's different every single time. Mm-hmm. I think I'm a pretty daring performer, and so is Noé. And I think that's why it really works.
Let's get weird.
Don't make me curse in this interview.
We can bleep it out. Okay.
Yeah. He makes... Shut up. He makes fun of me because I
feel like there's an inside
joke. But it's true.
Joke.
Like, it's very interesting. The live performance is really where we shine. Mm-hmm. The studio recordings are great. But the live... Shut up. The live performances... Yeah, but you're implying it. Right. The live performances are, you know, it's just a little something different every time. Mm-hmm. He goes a weird place.
Is it kind of like
improv? He'll follow me. I'm sorry?
Is it kind of like improv-y, like, in a way? Like, where you guys you have, like, a set thought in mind, and then maybe someone kind of trails off on a little jam or something?
I would say it can be, but it's just not, it doesn't need to be regulated, you know? So if it feels like it's the right instinct to transform, and it just seems to do that, right? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we have cues and things that we go to that are kind of worked out, but we work them out on the gigs a lot of the times because, you know, we're both like performers, so it's hard to work stuff out unless you're actually playing, because that's when you know what works and doesn't.
Yeah.
And I think we both work that way. So that's good. And so it's like, oh, that worked. Let's do it again next time.
Yeah.
But then there is room for, you know, creative sort of like, you know, take it a direction or another, depending on who you're playing for, depending on the vibe of the crowd, and how the music is going. So that there's definitely a lot of that, and having a 4-piece kind of allows me to be, it gives me a lot of freedom to be more creative. When you have a good rhythm section, it can kind of follow you too. It helps. So yeah, that's there's some stuff we have worked out, but there's definitely some stuff that changes every time. So yeah, it's a mixture.
So do you feel like being blind changes the way that you create music, or like? I
don't know. I mean, I don't know what it's like to not be. So
yeah,
I would say no, but I mean, I don't know. I'm sure everybody's experiences shapes their creativity. I mean, this is who I am, but I mean, I wouldn't know what it would be like not to be. So it is what it is.
Were you born blind?
I mean, basically no, but yes, I was born 3 months early, and then there's like this. It's called retinopathy of prematurity, like too much oxygen in the incubator, and so that's how that retina detachment basically. And I had a bunch of surgeries. I actually came to the U.S. to have those surgeries because the best doctor was in Boston, so it was kind of funny to be here for so long as an infant and then come back here to Berkeley. It was kind of full circle.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm not sure. I just this is all I know for myself.
So
I wouldn't know what it's like to be
if you
another
don't
person.
mind, if you don't mind me asking, about like your sight and stuff, or I guess not having sight, but do you see like shadows or anything?
Yeah, I can see colors.
I have a few blind friends myself, and they all have different.
Yeah, there's so many different. Yeah, exactly, and that's the problem. Like, I can see colors. I can read super large print.
Oh wow.
But I still don't see enough to not be considered fully blind.
Yeah.
I only see out of one eye, but it's funny because like the glasses and people are like, oh, he's not really blind, especially on the internet.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this conspiracy.
Oh yeah, they give me
started.
They give me so much shit about it, and it's like.
I'm just kidding. It's okay.
It's like people, especially when a video blows up, like, there was a video that John Mayer reposted. And of course, when that happens, there's like, the 20 haters are like, he's not really blind. He's trying to get views because they see me. But, I mean, a lot of people don't think I'm blind anyway when they see me play.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, yeah. And so
let's start the conspiracy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right?
So, people, I mean, but even in live
crazy.
shows, like, people think I'm, like, autistic or something. And sometimes they'll speak with other band members and, like, oh, I don't know if it was autistic or something. I'm like,
I'm right here.
We should start some, like, really weird rumors.
Yeah. What's the illness of the day?
I mean, just, like, what other thing? I mean, we should come up with some, like,
viral,
really, like,
sure.
I'll start the rumors.
Yeah, it's not hard to do.
We're
starting them here right now. I'm gonna post this on socials, and then everyone's gonna like bash us all. And
yeah,
like,
I mean, people call me. What is it? There's some show that I don't know, but they say I look like. Is it Bubbles? Do you know what that is?
Because I don't know. Character, I think. Yeah.
From some show.
It's a guy with like bubbly glasses. Yeah.
Oh, jeez Louise.
More like a clowny. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know that when a video blows up, there is a comment. I thought that was Bubbles playing guitar.
Oh my goodness gracious.
There's a lot of stuff that definitely can be. I find it funny.
Yeah.
But there's definitely been a lot of offensive stuff thrown at me, but I don't care.
Well, good. I'm glad that it doesn't really like affect you.
But I think what's great is like, you know what? People talk about you. It's great. Gets the engagement up. The algorithm doesn't care. So,
That's what I always hear.
Whatever.
It's like good, bad, indifferent news or whatever. I mean, hey, it's like,
the algorithm doesn't know if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
So it's like more people see it, and it's fine.
And then they realize
people can be haters.
Yeah.
I really don't care. Like, it doesn't affect me. Then I have people that like jump into my defense. I'm like, great, keep the comments coming.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch it happen.
Oh, I love that.
I don't even delete them. I don't care. I'll just leave them up there. Like, people can see it and get upset.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
I never understood that. I mean, it's like we're all battling things ourselves. You know what I mean? You never know what people are going through, so you might as well just be kind.
Yeah, people are just internet. They got nothing to do.
I think people just have it's like if they see something, especially on a screen or something, it takes like the humanity out of it. It's kind of like when you're driving a car and you could tell somebody to go F themselves if you're driving a car, but if you were walking next to them, you might not do the same thing. It's got that layer of...
Yeah.
of identifying that person that has emotions or not. Yeah, the internet can be a...
Yeah, that's why it's pointless to argue on the internet. You know, they're not going to change somebody's mind.
No.
You know, if they are there and have their mind made up, they're certainly not looking for somebody to change it. They're looking to put it in your face. So I'm like, okay, go ahead. I'll move on.
Yeah, it's a reflection of themselves. It's not you. So, I mean, you just can't think about it that way. Well, I think both of you are great. So, I mean,
thank you.
There's no issues here. So going to like some of the fun stuff right now. What is both of yours recipe for success? So Kelli, what would you say your recipe for success is?
I actually did this unhinged TikTok post the other day when I was really frustrated because a lot of times I present very like how and I don't really get angry in front of people, and I actually got angry the other day. And because my personal recipe for success is just being relentless. Like there's no other choice. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out who I was. And once I did, there's no other choice. So it's just, there's no other option. So it's just, you just don't stop. And I know that one of my faults is I can be like a machine. You know, I can go to levels, and sometimes I forget that not everybody can just like do that. You know what I mean? Because I am just I guess I could say I'm a workaholic, but you know what? But I'm very driven.
Yeah.
And the other recipe to success, I would say, to be substance in what you're trying to succeed at.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noé, what do you say?
I mean, it's hard to say because I think, you know, I mean, you have some stuff to show for it, but I think that we're still figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this for a long time, but I'm still here playing gigs for like $150, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, obviously success is relative. It's not about money, but at the end of the day, you know, it does matter, because if you actually end up being successful at what you do, you can focus on what you really want to do rather than be like, oh, I gotta go do this gig because I gotta pay rent. You know what I mean?
9 to 5 job.
And at least you know, I'm grateful that I'm doing what I'm doing rather than some other job. But also, I never felt like I had another option. Like music was always a thing for me, and for me, it's always been kind of taking it step by step and having fun with it. You know, and there is stuff that I don't want to do that I definitely admire Kelli for doing, like all this like hustling and getting the gigs and doing the press releases and all the stuff that she's doing. Like, I'm like, I could not do that. Like, I don't have the energy to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it as good as, you know, somebody who's qualified. But it's like, if it's weird because you get to a point where, and like once you make it, then everybody's like trying to get behind you. Like when my John Mayer repost video happened, everybody was like, hey man, we should do a video together. You know, and all of a sudden I became like this amazing thing. But it's like, man, I was posting videos yesterday. What happened? You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's like opportunity.
Yeah, of course. But everybody's like that. Everybody wants to jump on the wagon. I understand it. I mean, we all do it to an extent. So I don't really know. I think, you know, you keep at it. You keep trying to do something that's feels good, that's good. And, you know, it's also okay to get help. You know, I mean, for myself, I know that it's like I can't do all that. So until I find, you know, someone that's willing to like invest and spend some time and energy into helping me and is qualified, then, you know, it's just hard to do it alone. And, you know, Kelli does a lot more of that than I do because it's just like, you know, but I know that I wouldn't really be able to, you know? So it's like, I'm grateful that we're doing all this, and I think this helps her, helps me, helps all of us, you know, and it's a good situation.
I think you both are like just like two peas in a pod. It's just like, I mean, it's like in a way, it's like you're so opposite, but like it works. It's like,
well,
yin
that's
and yang.
I think why it works, because they're just, he has immense strengths in certain areas that I couldn't. If I could not play the guitar, if you were like, I'm gonna
really
bring your whole dead family back to life, if you could play something like Noé, and I'd be like, well, that's it. You know, like, I mean, I do play the guitar, but never in a bajillion years. But there's things that I can do that same thing that complements like what his skill set is. And we actually get a kick out of each other. So yeah.
No, I love it. I feel like you guys need like a reality show or something.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
like following you. When I can like just, you know, live on the road, I'll just follow you guys with a camera and just watch the scenes.
She likes to troll me.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever like done a prank on each other or something like that?
It's usually her. I just kind of, you know, take it.
Have I done a prank on you?
Not a prank, but just, you know, like, hey,
to.
here's a funny looking hat or...
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
but
Not anything bad, yeah.
Not
of
anything
course.
bad.
Okay, well that's good. Fun
But we
playful
run into
things.
some like
Interesting
funny
people,
some interesting characters, and
I'm sure.
women love him.
Yeah?
I'm telling you.
Look at you go.
I've never seen.
It's the Petey Blind...
I'm telling you. This is what I said. From like 25 to 95.
Oh my goodness.
Love him. It's like I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I feel like sometimes like when I like my boyfriend could just not listen right now, but like when a guy like holds a guitar and starts playing it, it's like bling, 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 bling,
Yeah.
bling, you know, and you're just like, wow, we've
Got some good stories from the road. We have to keep a close eye so nobody takes them away.
Yeah, no one snatch him up.
Yeah.
I've been South Dakota.
Yeah. I
Come
think
find
you'd
me.
still be in Black Mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
speaking of music, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that you perform because we only have a few more minutes.
Yeah.
I need to have you do the jazz bit, but
The jazz bit.
a little or like not. I mean, what jam bit maybe I guess. But
jazz bit.
before that, as we're getting ready, I wanted to do a quick fire with you guys. So here we go. It's very easy. It's like a this or that. Okay. First, this or that. Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
Tea.
Oh, I like that.
I do like tea though, but yeah.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Vinyl or streaming?
Vinyl.
Streaming because it's just easier with technology for me.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the vinyl and the materialistic, you know, you have something you're holding
feel.
and that's cool. But I mean, since streaming has been available, it's made it so much easier for me to actually know what I'm listening to and discovering music and be more independent. So I do appreciate technology, but I don't like how they don't pay us. But you know, that's a different story.
Yeah, exactly. I would agree with that. Night owl or early bird?
I like to be both.
Oh my God, me too. That's why we get along so well.
I don't know. I think obviously for a lifestyle we're up at night, but
Yeah.
I do like to when you wake up early, you feel good.
It's peaceful.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's like cool, crisp air.
Yeah.
Especially now because it's becoming fall.
Very anti-fall.
All right, here we go. Here's one. Song you wish you wrote.
Wow, what a loaded freaking, what a weird question. I'm trying to think.
We can skip it if not. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
Or how about this? One word to describe each other on stage.
Uh-oh. Go ahead. You start.
Well, I guess he's just extreme. Well, that's not one word. Creative, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exuberant.
That's nice.
No, it's good. I mean,
it.
it's true. I think consistent too is good.
Or is cool the word you're going to use?
No. I think that's not. I think that's too kind of doesn't mean anything.
Okay, and then favorite dish. Go-to
Probably
dish.
cheese enchiladas.
Ooh, yum.
Pasta.
Yeah.
The Italian.
Yeah.
Same now.
Gnocchi, actually. I like gnocchi.
Oh, yum. So delish. I love it. Okay. So we're gonna have you finish out the show
Okay.
with a little bit of a jam sesh.
So I'm going to move this.
So people see how
I'm
awesome
gonna
you
bring
are
the
with this.
microphone back.
What song are we doing?
I don't know. Why don't you pick something up?
Are we doing?
Just
We're
a
doing
little-
Soul Flower?
We could.
Let's keep the original, right?
Little something, you know.
Well, we just released that and we can have fun with it. No?
That's true.
And then I need, so Kelly, while he's getting that set up, tell me your socials, like both of your socials and everything, and what's coming up and where people can find you.
So we've actually got a couple festivals. Our touring dates, we're doing the North Carolina Folk Festival then we're doing Chiquiwawa in New Orleans, and then we're doing the Black Mountain Blues Festival. Both those two festivals are in North Carolina. And we have some other stuff coming up. And my handle on everything is Kelli Baker Music, Kelli.
Kelli with an I.
Kelli with an I,
Don't
Baker
forget
Music. He is mostly simple blues boy.
We have a website.
And a website, yeah.
KelliBaker.com.
Kelli Baker.
Yeah. I do own the other domain, but then so there's actually an adult film star who has the same name.
Whoa.
And I bought the domain from her. She and I were going back and forth for years because I've been at this for years. Yeah, so I got it and I snatched it back up. So KelliBaker.com.
Well, that's good. Yeah, there's a Dana Schaeffer on Instagram.
I bought it from maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. I bought it from her.
Wow. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my name on Instagram, but I have an M in it because someone has apparently Dana Schaeffer. But whatever.
And mine is
How dare they?
NOEmusic.net.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we're finishing it out with this. So thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, and maybe I'll help do the song too with my little harmonica. Go for it.
The last song we released. Silk Flowers.
Silk Flowers.
Do you know Silk Flowers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a running joke too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a funny video of us on what do you call those things? The bicycle thing.
What the heck was it called? It's like, it's like a buggy.
Pedal.
We actually had Noé driving it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't.
Yelling on the street.
It's like
it's like one of those like
Surrey.
taxi
It's a
things.
Surrey.
Okay, yeah.
We had him driving the Surrey.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
Guys,
Nobody
was
died.
Good.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was okay.
Well, that's all that matters. All right, go for it. You're live.
I always get nervous in these settings, but not on stage. It's weird.
Yeah. So crazy. Tell me where your hands have been, 'cause I know you're mine. I know you're fixed on a different kind. And any woman of warm blood will always find what's underneath your fingers. So keep your hands clean. Tell me where your mind's been, baby, you can't hide. I see it crystal clear across your big blue sky. And what's behind your back, oh, I've already caught twice. To try to cross a woman whose heart beats at our time. Oh, silk powers don't mean a thing, no. Don't you give me silk powers and no reasoning. Don't you steal my roses when I got a caught in green. Don't you give me silk powers, oh. Keep your hands clean. Ain't no way to hide those lying eyes. You step to the side and I've already passed you by. Lord knows I've done my time. I got no rivers to cry. Whoa, keep your hands clean. Oh, silk flowers don't mean a thing, no. Don't you give me silk powers and no reasoning. Don't you steal my roses when I got a garden green. Don't you give me silk flowers, oh. Keep your hands clean. So great. Don't you give me some flowers, oh. Keep your hands clean. Ooh, some flowers. Oh, some flowers. Ooh, some flowers. Oh, some flowers. Don't you give me. Oh. Ah, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
That's amazing. Thanks for spending this time with me. Seriously, it means the world. If today made you smile, think, or feel a little more connected, go ahead and follow the show, share it with someone who needs it, and don't be a stranger. Come hang out on Instagram with me at Dana M. Schaeffer. Until next time.